If you love the look of watercoloring, but think it's too hard to do, you'll want to watch this video to see how very simple it can be. Hi, this is Sage Kimball, and I'm the Mad Stamper, with another watercolor technique video for card makers and paper crafters. The Good Morning Magnolia stamp set is great for watercoloring. It's got nice large petals and leaves, so you won't get frustrated with too much tiny detail. You'll have an easier time watercoloring if you heat emboss the image you're going to color. Here I've used Rococo Rose and clear embossing powder on shimmery white cardstock. I chose the shimmery white instead of watercolor paper for two reasons. First, the cardstock is smoother than watercolor paper, and I won't be using much water, and the shimmery white will hold up just fine. You can see that I haven't stamped the entire image because I'm going to cut it out as I did for this card. You'll need a small container of water, a folded paper towel, and the ink pad in the color you want to paint with. In this case, it's Rococo Rose. You'll also need the aqua painter, but I'm not filling the barrel because I want to control the amount of water better. I only use water in the barrel when I'm doing a watercolor wash. I start by dipping the brush in water and wiping most of it off. Then I pick up some ink from the pad. This won't hurt the pad, and you'll get nice undiluted color. I've sped up the recording so you can see how I'm coloring without making the video too long. I start adding ink to the petals. I don't want to color in the entire petal, but just add lines starting near the center and brushing towards the tip. That way, the blossom will look like some of the photos I saw of magnolia blossoms online. You don't have to be very precise in this technique. You just want a few lines of color on each petal. While you're working on it and looking closely, the lines may seem kind of weird. But when you sit back and look from a distance, you won't be looking at the individual lines. You'll just see the pink blush on the petal centers. You can see that I'm hardly using any water at all, just enough to wet the brush. Most of the time, I only add more ink to the tip, which makes this a very dry watercolor. This is a very minimalist technique and is a great place to get started if you thought you could never do watercoloring. That's it. I'm finished with the watercoloring. How could it be any simpler than that? Now I want to add color to the center, and I use the Mango Melody marker instead of brush and ink because it's such a small space. Now the flower is ready to be cut out and added to my card. I hope you'll try this technique in your craft room and see that watercoloring can be easier than you ever thought possible. Thanks for watching. Please like this video, share it with your friends, and leave me a comment. For more inspiration and instruction, be sure to sign up for my newsletter at www.stampingmadly.com. Visit me on Pinterest and Facebook, and don't miss another great video. Subscribe to the Mad Stamper YouTube channel now.